2. Be a matchup between Toronto Prep wearing the, I guess you could call it charcoal gray with white trim, and your Orangeville Prep Bears wearing brand new white jerseys, the Nike-sponsored, the Vanguard brand, white jerseys, black and gray trim. So starting tonight for Orangeville, you got Rory Stewart out there, Kenyon Sterling, Jeremy Fulmina, Jefferson Monegro, and Keontae Beals. Starting for Toronto Prep, Jaden Witter-Watts, really nice player. Keep an eye on him, number 1. Number 3, Steven Danzo. 4, Gustav Mayamba. 7, Zach Morris. And 11, Caleb Casa. Your head coach for Toronto Prep, Kevin Jeffers. Tip, Kenyon Sterling with the loose ball. Sterling attacks, wide open look, and he's going to get called with a charge. Jaden Witter-Watts put himself in a good spot and draws the foul. So I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play. Thanks for joining me as usual. Any questions or concerns, or if I'm not saying a name right, hit me up on Twitter throughout the game at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. Underneath, Zach Morris. First basket of the game for Toronto Prep. Morris, big name, number 7. It's going to be a good battle between him and Jeremy Fulmina. Rory Stewart, wide open 3 off the back of the rim. Pushed ahead, Witter-Watts. And lovely basket, Jaden Witter-Watts. This guy can play. Monegro had a huge game last weekend against Crestwood Prep. 31 points, 10 rebounds. I was there for that game, just sitting watching in the stands. Fomina, turnaround jump shot, gets the roll. Jeremy Fomina start things off for Orangeville Prep. Witter Watts. Moyamba loses a handle on it, and now he's going to get called with the charge. Kenyon Sterling returns the favor. He draws the charge. So that'll go on Moyamba, number 4. 8:39 to go. Good start. Well, pace of the game anyways. Monegro. I'll talk a lot more about him throughout the broadcast. Here he is, attacks. And over top of everyone, Jefferson Monegro ties it up at 4. And stolen. Looks like Beals knocked it out of bounds. So it's going to be Toronto Prep ball. Inbound Mayamba. Orangeville pressing tight, stolen. Sterling steals it. Beals for 3, why not? Rebound, Monegro, and he's fouled. So Orangeville pressing hard to start the game, and the turnovers are coming. Monegro to the line. Well, Monegro, senior from Montreal. And I went down and watched the game over at the Pan Am Center. I live about 5 minutes away from there, so I thought, hey, why not go drive down and watch the boys on Sunday? Did. And what a performance from Monegro, just a completely different gear. You know, I've seen him play quite a bit here already this year, and some of the scrimmages and stuff we've done for the university coaches, and just a different level he had. I can't say enough about how impressed I was. Just a different gear, and there's a knocked out of bounds. It looks like Watts just kind of tossed it out of bounds, but it's coming a little ginger. I think he was trying to draw a foul. And so Caleb Casa will inbound for Toronto. Steven Danzo to Jaden Witter Watts, and stolen again, this time by Fomina. Fomina, and he's called with a charge, which is, it is what it is. What Toronto Prep cannot get out of this press. I'll probably do that a few times tonight. 6-4, Orangeville out early and trying to squeeze the life out of Toronto Prep here in the early going. We got some Pooh Shiesty and Lil Durk bumping in the background, back in blood. I've been talking about Pooh Shiesty a lot over the past couple weeks in the broadcast. Of course, tomorrow, Remembrance Day. Wear your poppies if you can. I got to get one. I forgot about that. Of course, don't forget to click subscribe to the red button. You're watching us on YouTube, or if you're watching through the Orangeville Prep website, what is it, gobears.ca? Subscribe to that. Stay up to date on all things Orangeville so you can be notified when the next games are coming up. And of course, follow Orangeville Prep on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, and of course the Athlete Institute as well. Drop a follow. No change in any of the lineups just yet. All starters out there for both teams. And Orangeville sitting back this time. Witter Watts. Mayamba. Casa spins around. That's got to be a travel. Yeah, it is. Caleb Casa dancing with the stars with the ball in his hand, spinning around, doing a couple pirouettes, and referee calls a travel. Monegro lost the handle of it, picks it up, will reset. Kenyon Sterling in the corner for Rory Stewart for 3. Rory off the mark, but the follow, Keontae Beals. No one boxed out Beals. Wisely sneaks in the back. Orangeville's defense suffocating so far. Danzo got lost, but Danzo for three. Air ball. Keontae for Orangeville. Sterling attacks underneath, and pass ended up getting there. And a push off on Monegro, so it's going to be an Orangeville foul. I kind of agree with that one. Looks like Jeff used his right forearm to create space. And that's going to be Toronto ball. Witter Watts loses the handle on it. It's got to be a turnover. Nah. Looks like Jaden just lost the handle on it, but either way, still going to be Toronto ball. Danzo will inbound. 6-foot guard. Witter Watts. He's got the one long sock and the one short. Jaden skates through. What a pass outside. Mayamba for three. And there's Central Tech on the board. Gustav Mayamba. Long outlet pass for Mina. Can't get it to go. Toronto Prep pushes it up. They've got numbers. 4-on-3 behind the back. Danzo, too much. Didn't need it. And Danzo just threw that away. Tony McIntyre right. That should be Orangeville ball. So Danzo didn't recognize they had 4-on-3. There we go. It's going to be Orangeville ball. Instead of using the extra man, was a little too much sugar on it, shall we say. 8-7 Orangeville leads, 6:32 to go in the first half. Well, they certainly can't keep this pace up for the entire game. Floor a little wet, but we're going to play through. Stewart inbounds. Monegro. Jeff from the free throw line, and he's fouled. Hit him on the elbow. And now Monegro to the line. Well, Jeff out of Montreal. So many great players out of Montreal. I mean, between Toronto and Montreal, neck and neck, producing the most NCAA players out of those two cities. Toronto slightly ahead from what I saw this week anyways. My guy Hassan tweeting it out on Twitter. I think he's one of the... Hold on. Oh. Toronto Prep inbounds. Orangeville pressing again. Witter Watts gets it across for Toronto. Oh, what a feed inside. And Rory Stewart blocks the attempt from Caleb Casa. Sterling. Kenyon with the Euro step. And looked like he got hit from behind, but no foul called. Mayamba. Oh no, denied. Monegro with the block. My goodness. Witter Watts. And off balance goes down. No foul called. Stewart yet to get going. Rory with his first bucket. His first bucket of the night, excuse me. Heat check. Stewart with the rebound. Sterling. Beals spins around. The lefty weaves through everyone. Can't get the roll. And Fomina hit, but no foul called. Witter Watts. And what a basket and one. Caleb Casa goes to the ground. The basket went in. They're calling two shots. It should be one. Kevin Jeffers over screaming. The basket did go in. Yeah. They just added it, yes. So 12-9 now with that. And Casa will just shoot one free throw. for an old-fashioned three-point play. Casa goes 6-6. Long and lean. Can't convert. Rory picks it up. 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. Monegro guarded by Casa. And Monegro weaves through everyone. Can't get the roll, though. Goes down hard, but he's up just fine. So the crowd's still filing in here at the Athlete Institute. Good little crowd on hands. Good game so far. Orangeville with a 3-point lead. A lot of fouls called. And now for the first time today, we're seeing Nyshawn Miller, number 19. He'll inbound for Toronto. Leaves it for Witter Watts. And Jaden just tossed it away, and then Keontae just returned the favor and tossed it right out of bounds. Oliver Engen seeing his first action, number 6 coming in for Orangeville. Casa. Witter Watts for 3. Short. And Mbike just lets the ball go out of bounds, shields it. Beals running the point now with Monegro having a quick breather. And Mbike out there, spin move. Majambo and Mbike just undressed Toronto Prep. So I'm thinking a big night tonight from MJ and Mbike. Pass inside underneath. And that was Steven Danzo gets his, was that his first basket for Toronto? Beals to Mbike. Oh, suspends midair and goes with the finger roll. Back-to-back buckets, Majambo and Mbike. Witter Watts, now Toronto's got numbers 3 on 2, and Witter Watts too clever with it. That's twice Toronto's had numbers and just giving the ball away, trying to be too cute. Fundamental basketball, young men. Now Toronto's going to try press of their own. Engen to Beals. And we got Justin Chase out there for the first time today as well. And Mbike was saying he wanted the alley-oop, he wanted it up. And Chase kind of went with the traditional pass. Casa, liking what I'm seeing so far from him. Leaves it for Mayamba, excuse me. Casa weaves through floater, nice. Caleb Casa brings Toronto to win 3. And Mbike, oh. Majambo and Mbike, emphatic. I just had a sense coming into the gym tonight. I'm like, it's going to be a Majambo kind of night. And 3 quick baskets. Majambo and Mbike. So Orangeville Prep heading to Phoenix tomorrow to start their grind session schedule for the first time in 2 seasons. They will be back down in the United States. Orangeville, the first Canadian team to play in the grind session, now paving the way for a number of programs, all a part of it. So I know they start November 18th against Our Savior Lutheran, which is a New York team. On the 19th, they play Balboa School, which is a California school. And then they move over to the Bojangles Bash, which is in Columbia, South Carolina. On December 9th, they play Gray Collegiate, which is a local school in Columbia, South Carolina. December 10th versus the Patrick School, which is from Hillside, New Jersey. That features Zion Cruz, who's a 5-star guard. I just saw, I think he took a visit this week down to Memphis. He's got a lot of the big programs looking at him. And then on finally December 11th, Orangeville will play Ridgeview. Rory Stewart. Rory's been on fire the past couple of weeks. Justin Chase. And BK shows his bag of tricks, gets his own rebound. Majambo just out-muscling everyone on Toronto Prep. So Mbike came to play tonight. He's at the line now. Majambo, another one of the Montreal kids. We got Monegro, Fomina. Am I missing any? And then Mbike. Who am I missing? That's it. No, that's all the Montreal guys. Because Keontae is from Halifax. A lot further east. And BK can't get the roll. So Majambo, just an explosive athlete, goes about 6'8". Can play that 3 or 4 position. And I think at a college level, because he's so tough, I think, as he progresses, you can see him being able to play the 5 position as well, playing a 3-4-5 at the next level. I'd love to see him maybe get some minutes at center here. What do they call it? The small 5. Matthew Alexander Moncrief played quite a bit of that this past year for Oklahoma State, or last year. We got Cameron Francis out there for the first time, number 5 for Toronto. Caleb Casa, fadeaway this time, and he's got a bag of tricks. Caleb Casa. Loving what I'm seeing from Caleb. Justin Chase, Engen, Beals, Orangeville, and Chase goes down hard. Oliver Engen sneaks in the back door. Easy basket. 21-15 Orangeville Prep. So Toronto's had success leaving the ball in Caleb Casa's hand. Cottrell DeSantos, number 30, also seeing his first action for Toronto. Long two, hey, worked out just fine. That's Cameron Francis. It was a tough shot. Still counts, look good. 21-18, Toronto Prep hanging around. Beals. Justin Chase. Engen. Floater, tough shot, ball bouncing around. Chase gets the rebound just inside the free throw line, and he's fouled. So Justin Chase, him and his 43.5-inch vertical. Put a little video on my Twitter of Justin about a week or two ago. We talked about his vertical. So I looked up some big NFL guy as well, and they always measure at the NFL Combine. So Justin's vertical would rank number 10 all time if he participated in the NFL Combine. So we chatted about that. I said, hey, if the basketball thing doesn't work out for you, but it certainly looks like it's going to, you may have a career as a wide receiver or tight end in the NFL with those kind of stats. All right. Minutes ago, excuse me. Nyshawn Miller leads it to Cameron Francis, to Caleb Casa, guarded by Fomina. Kick out, take the shot. Too much. And stolen. Beals. Ball bounced just on the line. It's going to be Toronto Prep ball. Unlucky for Keontae. So Toronto Prep opened up a 4-0 lead, and then it's been Orangeville in front since then, since they took it to 6-4. Toronto with a chance to tie right here. DeSantos. And the ball, Toronto not having the luck. Rebound Fomina, the 6'11 guy, comes away with it. So we've got about a 3 or 4 second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Justin Chase, just beautiful, my gosh. There's that 43.5-inch vertical. That is his money shot. He's got this beautiful mid-range jumper, and he just elevates over everyone. Stolen, Engen. And now he's got 4 points, Oliver Engen. And that'll do it for the first quarter. Hey, so Oliver making the most of his minutes right now. And Orangeville out 25-18. Well, thanks for joining me here at the Athlete Institute, OSBA action. Orangeville Prep Bears, Toronto Prep Blues, excuse me. I'm having a tough one tonight. I'm Chris McKee. I can at least say that right for now. Mention, drop me a line on Twitter at Mr. McKee. And if you can, drop my other site, Undrafted Free Agent. So it's undrafted_FA. Trying to build the socials on that. I cover all things Orangeville Prep and OSBA and that, but I cover all the mid-major NCAA programs. There's a lot of, if you want to write refined articles about last night's Duke and Kentucky game, there's about 10,000 available. Great game. I watched most of it. I watched about 9 college basketball games last night, but I cover all the mid-majors, all Division I teams, but some of the smaller schools. So yesterday, what did I watch? I was watching, I mentioned the Kentucky Duke, which was really an amazing game. I watched some of the Gonzaga-Dixie State game. Gonzaga, the preseason #1. I was watching some of the Boise State-Utah Valley game, which features 6'11" Canadian Fardaws Amick. It's a guy out of Vancouver. He's got some NBA potential. I watched a great game in the afternoon. UC San Diego upset Cal. UC San Diego just made the jump to Division I last year for the first time. So that's their first win over a major conference program. I watched about 5 minutes of Little Rock versus Southern Illinois featuring Kyler Filowich, former Orangeville Prep guy. I think Little Rock ended up winning that game. I watched the first half of Villanova versus Mount St. Mary. Villanova just blew them out. They look really good this year. I was watching a whole bunch, man. It was a good night. Love college basketball. Talked about this in other broadcasts. I watched about 850 games last year. I tried keeping track. So yesterday I was at about 8 or 9 games, so not a bad start. Try to catch a late one tonight after this, and then tomorrow watch a whole slew of them. Jaden Witter-Watts. Jaden yet to get going. Normally one of the better players on Toronto Prep. Witter-Watts clear lane, and then finally Jaden Witter-Watts. That's his second basket. Fulmina. Beals. Shot clock at 8. Engen wide open 3. He's already got 4. And Mbike wrestling for that. DeSantos comes away with it. Good ball movement by Toronto Prep. And Zach Morris can't get it to go. So Monegro still over on the bench. You got to be mindful. Tony McIntyre, he's taking the boys on the road, hitting the plane tomorrow, mentioned down to Arizona. So he's got to be mindful of legs and minutes and spread it around. Feet inside. Oh, and just a little off. Oh, and Mbike's fouled. So Chase was going for the lob for Fulmina, and it hit the rim. And we all got stolen a wonderful highlight. Orangeville up by 5, and Mbike at the line. He came off the bench in the first quarter and changed the tempo of the game. Mbike has been the best player in white tonight. Caleb Casa, so far, the best player in the charcoal gray. MJ misses both free throws. Witter-Watts. Jaden threw everyone. That little finger roll can't go. Chase to Mbike. And call with a travel. So Steven Danzo, one of the starters for Toronto, back into the game. Cottrell DeSantos, quick breather. Looked good in his couple minutes out there. Should get him back out there shortly. 8:30 to go in the half. There's a conversation going on between both refs. I think they're discussing the Kentucky-Duke game from last night. By the way, speaking of that game, nobody hates Duke more than I do. Can't stand talking about him, but Trevor Keels, freshman for Duke. Oh my goodness! If you haven't seen this kid, wait till you do. Unbelievable. What was the other kid? Paolo on Duke as well. Unbelievable. So Duke looks to be back to being Duke after a subpar last year. So if you get a minute, check out Trevor Keels on Duke. Rory Stewart coming back into the game. So all of these guys on Orangeville right now, obviously we've got Jeremy Fulmina, who's going to take his visit down to Washington State next week. Monegro's got some offers, but watch for Rory Stewart, Jalik Dunkley-Distant, who was out injured tonight, sprained ankle. He's day-to-day, expected to play in the grind session games down in the U.S. Jaden Witter-Watts for 3, short, rebound, and BK pushes it up to Keontae Beals. And easy lay-in for Keontae. I like that. No flash. Just a nice little easy lay-in. Witter-Watts, nice feed. Pump fake. And ball knocking around. It's going to be Orangeville ball. But yeah, I'm talking about the guys like Rory Stewart and BK Monegro, and certainly Jalik Dunkley-Distant. Watch for their NCAA interest to expand significantly within the next month once these boys come back from the U.S. Engen feed inside. Jeremy Fulmina. Alley-oop. Hangs on the basket. And my goodness, Steven Danzo, that was a tough basket. Made it look easy. Engen, all over against some minutes tonight, man. Feed inside Fulmina. Jeremy's got 3 guys around him, and couldn't get it to go. So Jeremy will shoot 2. Mentioned a minute ago, was told he's taking his visit to Washington State. I actually watched a bit of the Washington State game. Who the hell were they playing? Oh, Alcorn State. That was it. That was one of the 9 games I did watch. Jefferson Koulibaly, former Orangeville guy. Got some later minutes. I think he had 13 in the game. It was a comfortable win over Alcorn. But Washington, they got a big guy. What's his name? Mamadou Guy, I think his name was. And he's got NBA potential. This dude was out of this world good. So I think he looks like a one-and-done guy. Probably 6'11", 7-footer. And so if he's a one-and-done guy, could be a good opportunity for Fulmina next year in the Pac-12 with Washington State. Turnover. Oh, they got it over just in time. Witter-Watts feet underneath. And tough shot by Cameron Francis. And Engen saves that. Fulmina over everyone. Using all 6'11" of them. 10-point lead, largest of the game for Orangeville. Kickball. And BK does his best Alphonso Davies impersonation there with his left foot, kicking it away. Casa inbounds. Caleb. Witter-Watts gets his own rebounds. Nope. Pushed ahead, Rory Stewart. Inside MBK. Feed to Rory. And Rory's fouled. He sat in the coaches' meeting prior to today's game, and that's one of the talking points they said. They said, hey, Toronto is going to play you tough. They're going to try to slow the game down. They're going to foul. We'll create a lot of fouls, slow the game down, but make you earn every single basket. You can see them doing that right now. Rory hitting about a 90% clip over on his free throws. So Rory averaging 13 points a game. He had 21 in the game versus Crestwood, 22 the day before, and 6 threes in both games. Mentioned I watched the game, and Rory was just on fire. Changed the tempo of that game. Witter Watts through everyone, but cannot get the roll. Jaden having an off night, and BK having an on night. Oh, my gosh. Beals for 3. Hey, Keontae Beals. There's the answer. And he's denied. That would have been something. But Beals, big 3. Off the Mbike miss. You could just hear everyone on the Orangeville bench up on that one. So 15-point lead, largest lead of the game. Hopefully this one not getting away from Toronto Prep this early. Time it on the floor. Again, thanks for joining us here for OSBA action. Toronto Prep versus Orangeville Prep. On a beautiful fall evening. Gorgeous day today. Went for a run. Did about a 6.5K today. Went down to the beach in Pickering where I live for now. And if you follow me on my socials, announced I'm leaving Toronto for the first time in my life, moving to North Bay on Sunday. Been hired by Post Media as a journalist, which is National Post, Toronto Sun, all that. I'll be writing for the North Bay Nugget newspaper, covering news and sports. But I will still be doing my Orangeville Prep games. The drive's just going to be a little bit farther than I normally take coming up from Pickering. So I wouldn't miss this for the world. But excited, new change in my life. Moving to North Bay. My son's off to university, so I figured, the hell am I doing around Pickering? So Friday will be my last on-air shift as a traffic reporter. You can hear me for the rest of this week anyway, doing Flow 93.5, 2 to 7 traffic, Boom 97, Classical FM, Jazz FM, and then 2 stations in Guelph, Magic 106, CJOY. I was doing News Talk 1010 last weekend, my last weekend shift, so looking forward to saving my voice just for the Orangeville Prep games, because it does get burnt out when you're on the radio and then coming to do these games. Jaden Witter Watts, 5:54 to go in the half. Toronto's got to get a run. Cut this lead back down to single digits. Feed inside. Casa traveled. Yep. Now, there's this need by the young basketball players I see, both in the OSBA and OCAA. I've called games over there in the years past when they get that pass underneath the basket, they all want to dribble. Like Caleb right there. Just catch it and put it up. Engen, he's already got 4. Make that 6. Oliver Engen. He's having a night. So Oliver, he's a youngin. Where are we at? Yeah, he's a class of 2024. Jaden Witter Watts, no dice. So Oliver having a night. He's got 6 already. Feed inside, and he's hammered. Yeah, he's looking around going, hey, I just got mugged. So Oliver to the free throw line. So Oliver from Kingston, Ontario, hits that free throw. Got him listed at 6'3". Mentioned a class of 2024. He's only played kind of maybe some of the later minutes I've seen. Played a good amount against RNS in the exhibition game, the team from New Brunswick. Orangeville hammered by about 50. Lead 18 right now against Toronto Prep. Steven Danzo. Kick out, good ball movement. Jaden Witter Watts for 3. Swish. Finally, Jaden Witter Watts. And BK for 3. Too strong. Rory chases it down. It's going to be Orangeville ball. Clever from Rory. Just tapped it off Witter Watts' shin. 11 seconds left. Plenty of time for Orangeville to set up. Rory wide open look. Rory not hitting the shots tonight. One thing I noticed, in that Crestwood game, because it was such an intense, close game. These guys all raised their game to a new level. And speaking of that, Jaden Witter-Watts to a new level. It's back-to-back buckets for him. Rory's got to get going. Beals has gotten going already. So is Oliver. Rory, take it. Rory a little gun shy now after missing his last couple. Shot clock at 4, 3, 2. And no one on the bench in Orangeville screaming it. They got to let them know. Too much messing around. So Kenyon Sterling back in for MBK. Kenyon now a regular fixture in the starting lineup. Great to see. He played really well against Crestwood. Such an intense game. Witter-Watts kick out. Zach Morris for 3. I don't see AC Slater in the building, but Zach Morris certainly is. Big 3. .341, so hey, nice little run here for Toronto Prep. They've cut the lead down to 10. It was 18. So this is a tough, scrappy team, Toronto Prep. No let up in them. Time it on the floor here. So Orangeville needs to regroup after a little run by Toronto. So for those unfamiliar, Orangeville, play about, I guess, 90 minutes or so north of downtown Toronto. That's on a good traffic day. On a bad traffic day, it's 4 hours north, because trust me, I've done that. Usually on a regular traffic day, about 90 minutes or so. In the snow, I've had some nightmare drives up here. Thankfully, gorgeous day today. No traffic. I got here way too early. Stopped for some dinner in Newmarket at the Wimpy's. And then hanging around the gym here early. I was shooting some hoops earlier. That was horrible. I haven't shot hoops in about 2 years. And shooting bricks. I was shooting around with Fomina and Monegro before the game. Jeremy was having a laugh at me at how bad I was. And I used to be pretty good. Just a little rusty. So 40-30, decent game so far. Both teams with some nice highlights. Caleb Casa has cooled off a bit for Toronto. Love to see them figure out how to get him back into the game. Witter-Watts, after a slow start, starting to be his usual self with a big 3, and then followed that with another 2. And that started the Toronto run. There's Jaden with the ball right now. So I interviewed Jaden about 2 years ago when we were up here, when there was the last regular season. He was playing against Athlete Institute Red or Black, and he just torched them. I was so blown away and interviewed him and posted the highlights, put that up. So the video had about 80 or 90 views for 2 years, and then Jaden was down at a tournament in Phoenix, I believe, this summer and showed out. And all of a sudden, that video jumped to about 500 views over the course of 3 days. So somebody down there was looking at him, checking him out. Zach Morris not there. The follow, bouncing around everywhere. Sterling comes up with it, and then Casa steals it right back. Toronto ball. Bit of an ugly series from both teams. Well, there's Caleb Casa back in the mix. No one moving for him. Witter-Watts gets it. Ugh. He's got some handle. Danzo. Ooh. Steven Danzo, swish. Lead now just 7. Sterling. Engen. Orangeville. Floater from the denied. Zach Morris with the block. And that's 2 out of the last 3 or 4 possessions. Orangeville letting the shot clock expire. There's just too much indecision. There was open looks there. Everyone's standing around looking at each other. You take it. There's a crack in the door for Toronto Prep to slip through and get back into this game. Witter Watts. Oh, in and out. Rebound, Rory Stewart. That would have been big. Beals to Engen. Oliver through everyone, and he's fouled. Oliver shoot a couple more free throws. So Monegro, after starting, Tony's got him sitting over on the bench. We're going to see Janai Dunkley Distant for the first time tonight with 2:22 to go. Jalik, I mentioned, his twin, injured with a slight ankle injury. Also, Aaron Abu Nabi not here tonight, out for a family issue, personal reasons. So my thoughts and prayers out to Aaron and his family. I'm sure we'll see him back shortly. Oliver hitting some free throws. Lead back to 9. So Janai out there, mentioned, 2 weeks ago, had an Orangeville record, 18 rebounds in a game, was unbelievable. Speaking of unbelievable, Witter Watts. Jaden, he's too adventurous sometimes with his passing. Engen. And no follow. The ref has a mask on, so I can't hear what he's saying, nor can I read his lips. So only one of the 3 refs have a mask on. Well, it looks like it's going to be Toronto ball, so I don't know what the call is. Casa inbounds. Mayamba. Danzo, heat check, too much. So under 2 minutes to go in the half. Sterling, nice feed inside. Rory Stewart turnarounds. Engen with the rebounds. Beals for 3. Bouncing around. Kenyon for 3, why not? Kenyon Sterling, bam. Love that, no indecision. There's been too much of that in the past couple of possessions. Kenyon gets it in his hand, pulls the trigger. Big 3. It's gotta be a charge. Oh, it's not. Mayambo gets the basket. That was a tough shot. Kenyon for 3, why not? Heat check, Kenyon Sterling. Back-to-back threes. 48-35. Toronto was getting back into it. And Kenyon Sterling. Ooh. Love that. Kenyon really coming into his own this year. I've seen his confidence grow over the past couple weeks. See that right there, those 2 shots. Love it. So lead back to 13 now. Was down to 7 again. Justin Chase back out there. Witter Watts, guarded by Keontae Beals. Witter Watts from just outside the free throw line, too much. And then Danzo almost stole that from Janai. So we gotta love the new Nike uniforms for Orangeville. Pretty sweet. Beals, and was going for the alley-oop. Engen thought about it. Beals. And has his pocket picked. And then, oh, what a hustle back play, Keontae Beals. So Justice Small stole it from him and then tried to posterize Keontae. He was having none of that, stole it right back. So 10 seconds left in the half. Beals inside to Janai. Janai's fouled. Janai to shoot 2 with 6.3 left in the half. So Janai Dunkley Distant goes about 6'6". Stony Creek, the Hamilton area. We were both class of 2024s. This is one area of Janai's game he's got to work. Defensively, he's been amazing. Rebounds, he's like the new Dennis Rodman, minus the really bad tattoos. Just a rebounding machine for Orangeville, but got to work on those free throws. 2-1, Witter-Watts coast to coast. Jaden Witter-Watts at the half, coast to coast. So Witter-Watts going to give Toronto Prep a little bit of life and momentum heading into the half. And was he fouled too? Yeah, and one. So Jaden trying to convert the three-point play at the half. Cannot get the roll. So it'll be an 11-point lead for Orangeville at the half, 48-37. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining us. We're going to take about a 15-minute break here, and we'll rejoin you on the other side.
You know, everybody I talked to back then said that the best players will always leave. Can't compete with the States.
The world of high school basketball is cutthroat. There's millions of dollars on the line. Orangeville Prep is one of the best programs in the world. We don't get the recognition we deserve. We have to do double the work.
Do not leave your brother behind! I got y'all for the rest of my f***ing life as I breathe.
Canadians walking to the gym. It's like, what are you doing here? We got a target on our backs.
I'm tryna ball, yeah, you can get fit. I'm at the top when you're at the top. Don't foul!
Not taking a tech up 50 in this bullshit game for you. I'll just sub you out with 6 minutes left in every game, and you could sit there and be a get changed. See you tomorrow. For MA, this is go time. Our most recruited athlete on the roster with the highest upside. This is his show this year.
At a certain point, you can't really trust everyone. Everyone has their own agenda.
Jeff Ngandu, another NBA potential guy.
Cross the border and enter Canada as a refugee.
I mean, since I've been playing basketball, for sure, this one is the worst in my life. I started crying. I was like, oh my gosh, it's over.
Shamar is the biggest competitor in all of Canada. You going in the back alley at night, I want that kid with me.
Dyson from Philly, huge amount of value to our 4 spot.
My dad wasn't around. My mom taught me how to be a man.
Violent marriage, it was not good. I've been a single mom since he was 6 months old.
Pops, if you ever see this, we're better off without you.
For us to win grind session would be huge.
That's our main objective.
Grind session is putting the best players in the world against the other best players.
Always have something to prove. Being the only Canadian team in that, yeah, we have something to prove.
We're gonna show and prove this year we are the best in the world.
Your career, and particularly in basketball, like it's a 15-round heavyweight fight. Now, you may win, but real life isn't that way, and you're gonna get knocked down.
Don't we know through pain comes joy, Lord? I pray to become great fathers, better brothers, better sons.
Together on 3, barely on 6. 1, 2, 3. Together. 4, 5, 6. Bam.
I think we have a big part in changing the face in Canadian basketball. In my opinion, we're doing things better than every other prep school in the States. The ultimate goal is really to impact Canadian basketball in a way that nobody's seen yet.
In the past, there wasn't as many options for kids to stay here and gain the same recognition, the same experience, and the same exposure, so those kids had to go.
How have you felt watching this exodus year after year of kids going to the States?
It bothered me a lot because it's people building their reputations off our kids and our country and our product.
A lot of people might be wondering where this Orangeville Prep program came from.
Matthew Alexander Moncrief, Brampton, Ontario.
I'm Kyler Filowich. I'm from Winnipeg, Manitoba.
Shamar Sam Mays from Scarborough, Ontario.
My name is Lorenzo Downey from Dartmouth, Nova Scotia.
Jalik Dunkley, Hamilton, Ontario.
My name is Dyson Frank. I'm from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Darius D'Avero from Ottawa, Ontario.
My name is Mustafa Vanjov and I'm from Tajikistan, Central Asia.
My name is Justice Prentice and I'm from Toronto, Ontario.
My name is Colin Stuka and I'm from Oakville, Ontario. Hey, my name is Jeff Gandu. I'm from Africa, Congo, RD, and I'm happy to be here.
I think it's like a brotherhood, family, and growing up.
Everybody's like your brothers, like coaches are like your dads, like everyone is trying to help you.
The early morning workouts, the lifts every day.
Getting better every day as a team and individually.
Like, they don't have you here for nothing. Like, you're here for something.
When you feel like quitting, you know that there's other people around you going through it, so it makes you go even harder, and you just think about all the hard times you've been through and everything in your life, and then you keep pushing.
It's a lot of sacrifice. But I mean, I like it. I really like it, but to sacrifice here, it's not very easy. It's just sacrifice.
The coaches here push me harder than I've ever been pushed before.
The stage to go out and perform in front of college coaches, hundreds of college coaches on the American platform and in Canada.
I was watching those guys like Tom Maker, like Murray, like Logan Dort. I was like, why not? You know, I can do it from here. Like, everything is just possible. You can believe, just trust in you.
Just the fact that we can walk a couple steps to the gym and have coaches that are by our side to work us out all the time. There is no other place like that.
Success looks like for me, everybody on our team getting free college, getting that offer. And that's pretty much what I want for everybody on the team. I want everybody to have their schools taken care of. After all the stuff that my mom's put me through to get me to where I am, and me working as hard as I possibly can at all the opportunities given to me and the things that have happened in my life to get a full scholarship to colleges, it's pretty big.
You know, during practice or games, looking at those jerseys and see what players before you have done at the school really motivates me and like shows the limit and what this program can do.
I want to be able to like provide for my family and stuff, and I think like basketball is a really good way to get a free education so I can leave school without like any debt, and then also like it'll open up so many doors for me like for my future.
I'm from downtown Toronto, and so it's like coming from there, a lot of people don't really expect you to make it out of that area. You're expected, you're an inner city kid, and so it's just like for me, I know what I've been through down there, and so I'm just trying to use what I can to get the best outcome possible.
My dad, I talk with him sometime. He's just proud of me. He's just pushing me behind. I miss them too. I really miss my dad. I really miss also my mom, especially my dad. I think he will be good because he was about to get a surgery right now. So everything I'm just doing right now, I'm doing for them. Also, I want them to be proud of me for what I'm doing here. So that's why I'm just working so hard every day.
check 1-2. Welcome back. Start of the second half here shortly. Athlete Institute. OSBA action between Orangeville Prep and Toronto Prep. The home team, Orangeville, in white with black and gray trim, those new Nike Vanguard unis. They lead by 11 over Toronto Prep in the charcoal gray with white trim on the shirts and shorts. So for Toronto Prep, Jaden Witter-Watts, the point guard, started off a little slow but then heated up in the second quarter, and Caleb Casa has been really key for Toronto Prep. For Orangeville, it's been coming a number of ways. Fulmina started off hot, Mobike, and then Kenyon Sterling, couple big threes, Keontae Beals. Rory Stewart yet to get going tonight. I'd love to see Kenyon keep putting it up. Fulmina inside, too strong, Jeremy Fulmina. So Monegro back out there to start at point guard. He started the game, played the first 5 minutes, and then buried on the bench. Well, not out of anything he did wrong. Tony's got to worry about his minutes. That's got to be a charge, yes. Sterling draws the charge. That's the second charge he's drawn tonight. Putting it on the line. I mentioned the boys are off to Phoenix tomorrow for grind session games, so Tony McIntyre got to be wary of minutes, and these kids are going to have to figure out how to travel. There's Fulmina again. Back-to-back, Jeremy Fulmina. Too strong. 52-37. So Fulmina, mentioned in the first half, taking his visit to Washington State next week. He's also got interest, I know, from Georgetown. Who else did it? Florida State, I believe, bunch of teams. Witter-Watts, wide open look, take it, too much. Rebound Beals. Monegro inside the Fulmina. Jeremy Fulmina, 3 in a row. They can't stop him. That's about 7 steps. How's that not a travel? And there's the rebound by Fulmina, both ends of the floor. Kenyon Sterling, swish! Flames coming off the ball. 3 attempts, 3 threes, Kenyon Sterling. And the lead's 20 for Orangeville Prep. Now that's how you start a second half. Wow. So it's the Kenyon Sterling coming out party tonight. He's having a night. 3 threes. Hey, keep putting them up, young man. Until you miss, keep putting them up. You know, that's the thing. Kenyon's going to get those looks. You know, obviously, Fulmina, 3 straight baskets, so all the attention is now we got to double the big man. Kenyon recognizes he's got a little bit more time, takes all of it, and swish. And his all 3 of his threes tonight have been, I don't think they've touched the lick of the rim. So Toronto Prep, Kevin Jeffers, the head coach, needs a timeout after that onslaught. So 9 straight points to start the second half for Orangeville Prep. 6 from Fulmina, and then 3 from Sterling. So I'm Chris McKee doing the play-by-play. Year number 5, I believe. And hit me up on Twitter at Mr. McKee, MRMCKEE. Check out my website, undraftedfreeagent.com. Caleb Casa inbounds for Mayamba. Casa is being double teamed, so Orangeville pressing again. Stolen by Stewart. He couldn't tiptoe the line, unfortunately. And it'll still be Toronto Prep ball. Mayamba inbounds. Witter-Watts, one of the best guards in the OSBA. Definitely a guy who's going to play at a certainly in the university level. In and out. Witter-Watts with the rebounds and resets. Casa. Caleb Casa. Fomina with the rebound. Jeremy just owning the boards. Coast to coast, Monegro. Oh, Jefferson Monegro. And you see why he's one of the most highly recruited guards in Canada. Orangeville. So I don't know what Tony McIntyre said to them at the half, but they are certainly responding. They started well, got a little lackadaisical. I wouldn't say lackadaisical, but certainly Jaden Witter-Watts is down pretty hard. So it looks like he got hit, you know where. 'Cause that's what, so this is one of those, maybe just the sting of it. And hopefully that should wear off shortly. So Kevin Jeffers is head coach with a smile on his face to the physio going, the female physio came out, she put her hands up like, I can't help with that one. So give Jaden a minute. I think he's going to need a quick drink of water. Walk that off for a second. We'll see him back out there in a minute, I'm sure. Sterling inbounds. Monegro. Sterling. Finger roll. It's the Kenyon Sterling show tonight. Casa down the other end and has his shot obstructed by Fomina. Orangeville's got numbers. Sterling and goes down hard, no foul called. Hey, the way Kenyon's been playing, every right to take that shot. It's got to be a charge, and it is. So Zach Morris just lost a handle on it and inadvertently ran over the Orangeville defender. 61-37. Toronto Prep's got to stop the bleeding. Monegro. Love to see. Let's get back to Jeremy because they're having a nightmare trying to stop him. Sterling to Rory Stewart for three. Rory not getting it going tonight. Danzo, feet inside. Casa to the ground, but Nyshawn, excuse me, my voice is cracking. Nyshawn Miller comes up with it. Danzo, he's had a couple threes already. No dice this time. Rory, he's got to get going, take it. Inside the Fomina. Jeremy with two on him, and he's mugged. He'll shoot some free throws. Jeremy, 6'11" from Montreal. Most likely the best big man ever to wear an Orangeville Prep jersey. And they've had some good ones through here. In and out. Pretty sweet shoes on Fomina. The lime green, love that look. The Oregon Ducks kind of yellow lime green combination. Hits the second free throw. 6 minutes to go in the third. Orangeville comfortably in front, 62-37, but Toronto Preps had a couple good runs, chipped away at some big leads. And it's still going to be Toronto ball, but they've got to hurry and get this out because they probably got about 2 or 3 seconds to get this out up on the half. Danzo's got to move quicker. Stolen. And there we go. Yeah, they ran out of time. 10 seconds. So Danzo was just, he thought too much about it. He didn't have that time. He's got to get it and just push it up. So Jaden Witter-Watts, a little worse for wear, but certainly back in the game. Monegro directing traffic. Jeff from the free throw line, denied by Witter Watts. And he'll try to go coast to coast. And slipped. There's some wet floor there, unfortunate. And Nyshawn Miller will inbound for Toronto Prep. Chris Sominovic out there has only seen some sparing action so far. Moyambo behind his back. Sominovic, why not? Ooh, swish. Chris Sominovic just off the bench, hitting threes. Makes you wonder, where was he the previous 20 minutes? Monegro, too much. Fomina to Monegro. Oh, unguarded through everyone. Jefferson Monegro leads at 24. And Fomina gets called with a foul. Not too happy about it. No, it's a steal. It's a steal. That's why he's pumped. I thought they called him with a foul. Turnover. And Fomina getting into it with Caleb Casa. Jeremy a little amped up. Well, that's what you want to see from the big guy. And Rory just a little too lackadaisical on that one. Oh! Gustav Mayamba. Big dunk. Monegro and Fomina with the follow. All Fomina in the second half. Jeremy. Oh! Back to back to back to back. Jeremy Fomina all day. Monday to Sunday. This is Orangeville Prep. Substitution. Justice Small back in for Sominovic, who hit that three and then gets a spot on the bench. Witter Watts and an offensive foul. For as outstanding a ball handler Witter Watts is, he's been a little reckless with it at times tonight. Sometimes the simple pass is there, and he's put a little bit too much mustard on it. Fundamentals. Fundamentals don't get you on Instagram, though. That's the rub for the young guys. Monegro to Sterling. Kenyon's got a wide open look. Take it. Oh, in and out. Oh, everyone in Orangeville was up for that. Fomina wants this. Jeremy outmuscles everyone, and he's having a night. And you got the big man amped up. Watch out, Toronto Prep, when he's amped up. And there's a turnover. And foul on Casa. Reached in on Fomina, or sorry, on Monegro. So Mbike now and Chase, these are some of the guys that have been kind of stuck on that bench. They both had some good minutes in the first half. Mbike didn't start, came off the bench, and then changed the whole game with a couple huge baskets. And now getting rested over there. Love to see a little bit more of Majambo tonight. We've seen a lot of Fomina. My goodness. Lead at 30 now, and Orangeville still pressing. Keontae Beals steals it and finishes. Keontae Beals. Got to talk to Keontae after. Haven't done an interview with him yet, so I got to get him. Witter Watts. Lovely feet inside, and Casa misses an easy lay-in. Stolen by Beals. Little floater, Keontae. Ooh, delicious. Keontae Beals. Nova Scotia's finest right there. Feet inside, Casa. Oh. And Rory didn't touch him. Rory's like, what? I'm with you, Rory. Didn't touch him. Casa to the free throw line, though. So Orangeville, the second gear in the second half, you saw it there. They allowed Toronto Prep to creep back in a couple times into the game, chip away. And now we're going to see Justin Chase and Majambo and BK back in. So Rory to the bench. Casa goes 6'6". Missed on that one. Hits on the second. Beals wide open down there. There he is. Take it. Why not? Justin Chase for three. And bounced around. Witter Watts comes away with it. For three. Air ball. I mean, if you're Toronto Prep, why not, right? Start taking some shots. Put some threes up. Driving against 6'11 guys, you know, the size difference. Alley-oop! Ooh. And the follow, second time's a charm, Fulmina. Casa to Francis. Caleb. Guarded tightly by Monegro, one of the better defenders in the country. Tipped away by, I'm sorry, that's Monegro there. Chase alley-oop to Mbike. Oh! I think it would have went in, and they just don't have an answer for Jeremy Fulmina. And Witter Watts through everyone. So I think Fulmina's got 15 in the second half, because I've counted 14 points, and then I think he hit a free throw as well. A couple big baskets in the first half as well, so he's got to be over 20. Lead at 37, and cue up the youngsters. Elijah Patterson, we're going to see for the first time tonight, the youngster, class of 2026. Most familiar with his older brother, Addison Patterson, former player here with Athlete Institute. Witter Watts hitting some free throws. In that RNS game against the New Brunswick team, played most of the second half. Justin Chase. No good. Casa. Up to Danzo. Jaden Witter Watts. Danzo. And Toronto Prep having all sorts of it. Denied Fulmina. Both ends of the floor. goodness. 1:15 to go in the third. Justin Chase back to the bench. Janai Dunkley-Disson back out there. Witter Watts. And looks like he's fouled by Mbike maybe. That's the call. Yeah. MJ with the foul. Well, Jaden. So Jaden averaged 11.3 points per game back in the 2019-20 season, which was the last season. We didn't play last year. And I will credit the coaches with Toronto Prep for making sure these young men are out there playing regardless of what the name of the team is. Real credit to them. I'm of the thought that there's always a way around everything. Patterson. Janai out to Elijah. Take it. It was tipped. Ooh, Elijah Patterson, welcome to the game. Bench loves it. Witter Watts. And he wanted the dunk, but Engen was trailing behind. Disrupted the shot a little. 83-47. Fulmina inside. Another. All day, Jeremy Fulmina. Oh. Somebody pull Fulmina off Toronto Prep. The fight is over. Casa and Fulmina there again, disrupting that shot. You know, in boxing and MMA, when the fight's just a little too much and their guy looks like he's had enough, I think someone throw the towel on Toronto Prep for what Fulmina's doing to them. It's coming at him from all angles. Engen, Elijah, Mbike, 3, 2, and a foul called. No, shot's not going to count. 2.2 left. And we're going to shoot some free throws. Might be MJ, is it? It is Mbike. So Mbike averaging 14 points per game, shooting 55% from the field, hitting free throws. I don't think in my 5 years up here I've seen a guy with so many highlight reel dunks every single night. He's like a walking Sports Center top 10. From half, Witter Watts. And it was a good effort. He finished the half with a buzzer beater. Couldn't do it at the end of the third quarter. So at the end of the 3, Orangeville comfortable, 87-47. For the defending champion, Orangeville Prep Bears. I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me here on the Athlete Institute Orangeville Prep YouTube stream. Don't forget to click subscribe. Stay up to date on all things Orangeville Prep. Of course, follow them on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, whatever your social media preference is. I think they have a TikTok account. That's one thing I don't do is TikTok. I'm sure they're on there. Check out my website, undraftedfreeagent.com. Always post highlights and videos. Certainly will tonight. Hopefully want to get Jeremy, Keontae, and Kenyon for an interview if I can. And then try to get Witter Watts and Caleb Casa from Toronto. And I always post those highlights over the next couple of days. This week might be a bit challenging. I might be a little bit late because, like I said, I'm moving this weekend, so normally that would be the time when I would sit and edit those. But I'll certainly get to it over the next couple of days. I mean, the boys are going to be down in the States, so it's not like I'm going to miss. It's going to overlap with one of their OSBA games. So Toronto Prep, no need to hang their heads. They've got some guys. They've got some players. They've got fight. They have talent. They just don't run as deep as Orangeville. You know, we had guys like Monegro and Mbike, you know, just kind of Justin Chase. These guys are going to be playing high-level Division I, and they're sitting kind of buried on the bench out of not anything wrong, just Tony's got to rest them, knowing what the schedule is going to be like over the next 2 weeks for them. Because having worked in the music industry for 20 years, over 20 years, and being on tour with everyone, the Wu-Tang Clan, Royster 5'9", all I could sit here and name 100 bands. But traveling and learning how to travel right is a skill that takes time. You know, guys wear themselves out, too excited sometimes being in different cities, and they burn out their energy when it comes time to play. Rebound Fomina, and he goes for the touchdown pass to Engen off the glass. Oliver Engen, he's had a night. Danzo goes by Janai Dunkley Diston and one, Steven Danzo. Well, Steven also played with Toronto New Step Ballers, class of 2023. Converts the three-point play. 39-point lead, Orangeville Prep. One thing I love about tonight, the young guys getting in. Elijah Patterson got his three. Does he get another? Too much this time. Janai out there fighting for one. Janai's got to get his basket. Oliver's got about 10. I think he's got about 9 or 10 points tonight. Might be a season high for him. Zach Morris to Cameron Francis, number 5. Danzo. Fomina with the rebound. Orangeville. And Jeremy wants to go coast to coast, and he's fouled. Good foul by Cameron Francis. But you can see the second Jeremy took that, he had a full head of steam. And he wanted to go coast to coast. Instead, the big man to the free throw line. So, played last year at Central Point Christian Academy in Kissimmee, Florida. Also played with the Georgia Stars in the EYBL. Was rated as the number 27 player in the state of Florida last season. And now back in Canada. Said he couldn't wait to come home and play. Obviously, a lot of players went down in the U.S. last year because they were still playing while we weren't. And notice how they're all doing just fine, those players. The ones that were playing. The ones that weren't, not so much. Danzo slips. Zach Morris. And a foul on Janai. Too strong behind. Who would he hit? It was Catrell DeSantos, number 30, back out there. Stolen by Mbike, careless pass. Engen, and then he missed. I think Mbike set that up. He wanted the alley-oop from Oliver. He's looking at him saying, hey, you know what I was doing. Zach Morris, a little too reckless with it. Shot like a 5-4, 3-2, long 3 from Danzo. Off the rim, rebound Mbike, and then Zach Morris with the foul. So, you know, I'm old dude, big Saved by the Bell fan, the TV show, of course. Mark Gosling. Or Gosling, what's his, I believe that's Zach Morris on the original 90s TV show. Of course, who's it, Mario Lopez on there as AC Slater. Lopez has gone on to do everything on TV. Any award show, Lopez has hosted. Orangeville moving it around. Patterson has that stolen. And kickball, possession arrow, will favor Orangeville. Unfortunate, another tough break for Toronto Prep. No, they're calling a foul. I thought it was a kickball on Toronto. Either way, Cottrell DeSantos to the line. Can't get the roll. It's the second. 93-51, Orangeville cruising. I mean, if you're Toronto, just take your shots. Put it up. Danzo. Lovely. Steven Danzo. He's had some good moments tonight. Kid can play. And BK. Majambo and one. Fouled Majambo and BK. Just the strength of Orangeville has been too much for Toronto tonight. You know, and BK, Fulmina, these men out there. Jumbo, he's done a TRC Academy before he played up here. And there's the, why not? And Francis put it up, wrestling around. Should be Orangeville ball. It is. I had my coffee too early today. Normally I get it right before I came in. I got it about 4 o'clock today, so the caffeine high is wearing off on me. Elijah Patterson. Engen. We've got Mustafa Vanjov out there for the first time tonight as well. Ball was in his hands, but came out. And BK goes down hard. They both go down hard, but both look okay. Justice Small fouled. He'll shoot some free throws. Love this, though, from Orangeville. Guys like Majama still playing defense, even in a game like this, which is pretty well in hand. We're going to see Remy Tissington, number 22, for the first time tonight as well. He's had some minutes in some of the earlier OSBA games. Remy out of Brampton, class of 2024, another youngster. He's a shooter. Give him space. Doesn't need a lot of space, but give him an inch. He'll put it up. Mentioned no Aaron Abunabi tonight, dealing with a family issue, so blessings to him if he is out there watching. And also Jalik Dunkley Diston, dealing with an ankle issue, listed as day-to-day. Expected to play in the grind session games, though. Tissington, there we go, right in. Ball knocked out by no, not knocked out by Janai. It's still going to be Orangeville ball. Witter Watts back in, and we got a timeout on the floor. Well, thanks for joining us here. Orangeville Prep YouTube stream. Really nice night. One of the last probably nice nights we'll see up here. I'm sure winter just around the corner. It's going to be a harsh reality for the boys and coaches coming back, being down in Arizona and then South Carolina, and then by the time they get back, winter should smack them right in the face as soon as they walk out the front door of Pearson Airport. So we have Cameron Francis going to the locker room. Not sure what that is because he didn't look too injured. Might just be an equipment issue or something. Get something taped up. Well, for any of the boys and coaches that haven't been to Arizona, I've been down there. It was beautiful, so nice. Was in Tempe and Phoenix many years ago while I was on tour. Got to see the campus of Arizona State University. Shout out to Lou Gansdort, one of the many alumni of Orangeville Prep. Lou with Oklahoma City, of course. And dozens of guys. Obviously Jamal Murray with Denver. I think Jamal's still rehabbing from his knee injury, though. Janai lost a handle on it. Danzo comes up with it. Feed inside to Witter-Watts. And slipped out of his hand. Little baseline jumper, Jaden Witter-Watts. Not done fighting. Patterson to Tizington. Stolen. DeSantos. And Janai! Oh, DeSantos might have stole the ball, but Janai just stole his soul. Elijah on the other end. Oh, can't get it to go. And there's Janai again. Janai fighting for it. Ho, ho, ho. Janai making a living playing defense. And that is one of the nastiest blocks you'll ever see. Like Janai just lined him up and just, ugh. Yes, Janai, love that. I think DeSantos just saw that wide open lane. You got to be able to feel that and maybe learn how to draw the contact and take that foul. Because Janai was coming through him if he didn't get that ball. Witter-Watts missing free throws. Hits the second. Just over 5 minutes to go in the ball game. Orangeville Prep doing what they do. Tizington. Remy's been a little reckless with the ball since he's come in. He's got to get up to the speed of the game. Elijah Patterson for three, one not. Oh. Hey, I'm okay with Elijah continuing to take these shots, though. No matter if they go in, keep putting them up. Especially in a game like this. Casa outside. Mayambu, too much. Witter-Watts take it. No good for him. Rebound for Janai. Elijah to Engen. Inside to Vanjoff. Turnaround. No good. Witter-Watts, and there's Witter-Watts just again being reckless with that ball. Tizington, feed inside. Mustafa Vanjoff hangs on the rim, and he's going to get a T for that one. Hey, let him enjoy it maybe. I think a little bit too much hang on that. Fomina got away with a couple, but Fomina's having a night, and the ref's like, hey, settle down, young man. Mustafa Vanjoff, though, there's his highlight. 97-57. You know, when you're a guy like Mustafa, you know, you're not getting the minutes some of the other guys. When you get in, you get that highlight. you want to milk every second of it. So understandable on his end, but certainly a good call by the referee to tee him up for that. A little bit too much hang. Especially in a 90-57 game, which it was at the time. 97-58, right, excuse me, right now. Witter Watts spinning around everyone, and the ball just gets stuck. Bit of a metaphor for Toronto Prep's night. Elijah Patterson, guarded by DeSantos, and sniffed out by Witter Watts. I'd like to see a little bit more crisp passing from the youngsters in the game right now. Tissington's been a little soft on some of his passes. Remy inside to Mustafa, turnaround hook. And Janai in there fighting for it. Oh, there you go. Toronto Prep, Chris Seminovic. So he's come in and he's had 2-3 attempts and he's trained them both. Somebody feed 15 a little bit more. Wide open for Patterson. And it looks like Witter Watts is going to be called with a foul. Tough one for Jaden tonight. He's given it his all, but a little overmatched. Orangeville just so deep. No, it was an offensive was called, so that's why it's Toronto ball. Forgive me. Witter Watts, feed inside Caleb Casa. Patterson, and he's fouled by DeSantos. Not a shooting foul, though. 2:37 to go. I don't think I'm going to get home in time to watch any college basketball. Tissington. Air ball, and there's Janai gets his basket. Orangeville looking to hang 100 on Toronto Prep. And there's Mayamba and one. Mustafa Mayamba. Well, Toronto Prep emptying the bench. Justice Small back in. Nice Sean Miller also back into the game. Mayamba at the free throw line. Orangeville missing a couple guys tonight. And there's Seminovic again. Chris Seminovic doing his part at least. Tissington wants to go coast to coast. Vanjov with the follow, Mustafa Vanjov. That's two for him. And there's 101-67. Orangeville hits the century mark. Seminovic gets his own rebound. Mayamba thought about it, and over top of the 7-footer, Vanjov comes away with it, but gives it away. DeSantos just lost a handle on it as he went up for a shot. Engen adjusts midair. Oliver Engen, that's double digits for him tonight. And the follow Who was that? That's Justice Small, number 20 with the follow. So Justin Chase going to come back in. Oliver Engen, what a night for him. So say he's got about 11 or 12 maybe. I don't have stats in front of me, so I try to go off just memory. Justin Chase from the free throw line. That is his money shot. Janai has got Patterson wide open. Elijah drives, and then Janai again. Janai's got no chill. No chill. And then he gets teed up. He was a little bit too excited after that foul. You know, the refs got to understand the young guys. I mean, it is, you know, it's a 105-69 game. But these are 16-year-old kids that I don't think they understand that, you know, how to chill like that. But I can't say enough about how much Janai has been showing out over the past couple weeks. His energy defensively and willingness to rebound. There's a place like that on a lot of college basketball teams. There's a place for a guy like that on a lot of college basketball teams, should say. Janai, you see, just even his intensity and the let up in him. Mayambo. And he's fouled by Janai. 34.2 to go. 35-point lead, Orangeville Prep. Up 105-70. Been a good one tonight. I mean, Orangeville, that second gear in the second half was just out of this world. I mean, Jeremy Fumina and then Kenyon Sterling hitting a couple big threes. Story of the night. Got to get my camera out, get some interviews going with the boys. And that's got to be goaltending. Mustafa got to be a little smarter than that. Basket will count. Well, the free throw will count. Elijah through everyone. And then there's Janai Dunkley distant again. No yell this time. I think he learned on that one. So this should wind it out. The game clock about half a second ahead of the shot clock. Justice Small for Toronto Prep. Stolen. Saminovic for Small. Gets another basket. And one. So we'll love the fight from Justice. It's never over till it's over, right? Keep playing. So comfortable win. I think the only negative takeaway, I know Tony will be a little unhappy with the 76 allowed. Other than that, and Tissington runs out of bounds, and that'll do it. That's the ball game. So Orangeville Prep, 107. No, are they going to allow this to go in? No, 2 seconds they're going to put back on. Well, much ado about nothing here. 1.6 they actually put on. This will do it. Small will inbound, and that's the ball game. So congrats to Orangeville Prep. Wish them good luck. Now the good news is they got out of here healthy before they head down to grind session, and they got the young guys some minutes. So I'm Chris McKee. Thanks for joining me here from the Athlete Institute. We'll see you back up here, I think early December. December 1st is the next time I'll be back up here. Enjoy your week.